This is crazy. The main reason why I got a new mattress, so I upgraded from like a standard mattress to like a Simba, like memory foamish, whatever.
Did you get a Simba one?
Oh, you got a memory one?
Yeah, but the main reason why I got it was for my back. But this thing's...
It's too hard. It's too hard.
Yeah, it's
hard on your back.
When I wake up in the morning...
That's crazy.
Oh,
the thing broke up your back. Wow.
When I was starting F3, like, ignore them.
Obviously, so I wake up in the morning. It's crazy.
Sorry, I waited to finish the song, but I want to hear what Gabby said. Move your hips, not once.
Didn't have to.
Hips.
Tell him how to move his hips is crazy.
Nah, to be fair though. Nigerians and Jamaicans do be down to our hips, waist.
I saw one girl saying that she wouldn't marry a man who can dance. I couldn't stop laughing.
She wouldn't.
Why not?
Why?
She said, you know, like the was like, what, for Chris Brown? She was like, yeah. She was like, no, I wouldn't marry him just because it's the gyration. And then obviously her husband was like, oh, she wants to ask her husband, can he dance? She said, yeah, and then he danced. She was like, no, you're fine. Saying that you can't dance.
I'm not allowed to do anything.
I was just thinking
not these times, no.
In this day and age, obviously.
Do you know there's that list that people add to?
Yeah.
Not allowed to dance, make a sandwich, make food,
yawn, moan,
walk,
smile,
talk,
live. We're in trouble, man.
Get on the scooter,
live,
walk on a bus stop,
flipping hell, man.
Wait for a bus, get on a bus, say thank you,
cool mixed drinks, cocktails,
pay for a meal, not pay for a meal,
yeah.
pour a drink.
What's the one about? There was a girl that she was like, "What do you hate about men?" She was like, "You know, when you just see a man smiling."
Huh?
Like, what are you smiling?
So what? They can't be happy now.
I was dying. I think so. This is what we live in. I can't smile.
Fuck.
People are fucked.
Oh
man.
my
Women are
God.
fucked.
Because sometimes, I'll just smile for weird reasons, like, or I'm just telling a story that I remember, and
it doesn't need to be a reason why you're smiling.
Or randomly, you just remember something, and it just makes you smile. Like, we can't smile. We can't be happy as men.
If your man can't be happy, then what can he be?
It's
if you
not
don't
allowed.
want him happy? I want a pillow.
That's the thing, right? Because they don't want to say it directly. They don't want to say directly, we don't want men to speak. But you don't want men to talk.
I love that. It's basically saying just stand and be pretty. What the hell?
You know, like, it's funny, right?
Yeah, but then women don't really want that as well. Do you know what? Women don't know what they want.
The Notebook, bro.
So it's funny because I was on my artist's page, and I was just looking through the stories, her stories and whatnot. And I'll do that, and I comment on people's stories and just to interact, keep it up. So I seen one. I know the girl, but I can't say her name. Which was like, so Elon Musk is allowed to do the Nazi salutes, and I'm not allowed to say all men can die.
Wow.
Okay.
No, I don't know how you really feel.
So I'm like, yeah, like, it's mad, isn't it?
Why would you want to say all men can die?
Who hurt you?
Yeah, literally.
It's
who the fuck hurt
crazy.
you?
Did you see the thing that Ice-T said?
What?
He said, if a felon can become president, why keep it on jail applications?
Oh dear.
But do you know what it is with the Donald Trump felon? I think with that sort of with that sort of record, you can still vote.
It's not like
it's not like a
It's a criminal. It's not like a thing where it's like.
It's a different type of offence. Yeah. I can't remember what it's called, but you can still like vote in that. Yeah, you could. Is it misdemeanor? Is that what's called? I don't know.
Might be misdemeanor.
American laws.
All over the guys.
American laws funny.
Let's kick off this show. This is 218 of DSP podcast with myself, Reese, studio to my right.
Drinks.
Next to him.
Bunged up K.
And behind the camera.
Gabriel.
Brown, how you doing?
I'm there.
5, 8.
5.
Okay, cool. Gabs, how you doing?
Yeah, I'm doing good, man. But listen, man.
Huh?
Nah,
no man hits you up, but listen.
I wanted to, because I need some tips. So, recently, I've changed mattress.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Pause. That's not your
That's not a
Do
pause.
you mean you've got a new mattress or you flipped your mattress?
I've got a new mattress.
Okay.
Right, but the main reason why...
Because his main mattress had dirty money in it.
This is crazy. The main reason why I got a new mattress, so I upgraded from like a standard mattress to like a
Simba.
memory foamish, whatever.
Did you get a Simba one?
Oh, you got a memory one?
Yeah, but the main reason why I got it was for my back. But this thing's fucking up my back.
It's too. It's too hard.
It's fucking up my back.
It's hard on your back.
When I wake up in the morning,
That's crazy.
It's fucking up your back.
Oh,
The thing broke up your back.
When
Wow.
I got the F3, ignore them.
Hey, girl.
obviously, so I wake up in the morning. It's crazy.
Sorry, I'm waiting to finish the song, but I really want to hear what Gab's saying.
By the way, I like Vaz Cartel's new song.
Which one? Street Vibes or that one?
What's it called? Recent. It's the recent one. He dropped it a couple of days
I
ago.
think it's called Tap or something. Hold on.
Tap the back.
Hey, girl.
But but when I wake up in the morning, my lower back is locked up like it's stiff. Pause. So I just
You got a stiff back.
I'm just figuring out like I just bought this mattress and spent quite a bit.
If it's memory foam, it has to kind of shape around.
You got to wait for it to.
It has to mold into your body shape.
So you got to take a couple of,
You got to take a couple of beatings and take time with the ting and ting.
Yeah, man, that's what it is. But the song's called Amount.
Oh, okay. I haven't heard it yet.
So
amount for your back.
This is crazy. It's actually a good song though. Like,
Stop it.
Can you imagine Gabs whining to this?
Don't. I've got a headache and I really can't laugh today.
With his brought back. How'd you dance this?
It's actually good.
Why do you reckon like M.R? But anyway, fine.
This is crazy. Whoa!
Hey, how old are you?
No, this is insane. Even M.R. No, they're gonna come for you. They're gonna. M.R. rapping like him.
Okay, stop it. Go on.
Yeah,
KDO.
he's like him.
I'm ignoring him. KDO.
Yeah, I'm alright, man. I'm staring it.
Want to do some business?
£5. Oh, come on, babe.
That was mad cheap though.
Go around your mouth.
What was mad cheap?
He was like, what's that?
The business proposal, like what?
Yamming the current. No,
What he was offering, what she was offering,
front
for £5
with curry goat though is
half eaten curry goat.
Yeah, but bro, still, bro.
Have you never said that before?
Bro,
her paws are gonna ooze curry
some
goat,
of these things are
including
giving
her front.
Capri Suns and curry goat half.
Things you're talking about are BMs though.
No, but bro.
You're really deep in it.
I'm not gonna lie, I might have.
Huh?
Just between me and you,
it's not between me and you.
No, I might have taken that deal, you know.
Okay, crazy.
Business, and she seemed willing to the go.
Listen, as we're talking about business, yeah, let's get this on. No, as we're talking about business, let's get this on. That's the perfect pivot.
Laughing over there with brought back.
So,
this is crazy.
Obviously, recently, Crept and Conan have opened up a
business,
a new business called Safe Ways.
Yeah.
And
do you remember the old supermarket?
It's called Safeway.
Yeah.
It's called Safe Ways.
What, with a Z?
No, but it's like a similar colour scheme as well.
It's similar.
It's a bit
but
weird.
I think if you were born like after like 98, you won't remember it.
Do you remember Neto?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The dog. The yellow dog. The black dog with the yellow
background.
background.
Is Safer still about?
Did they have one in Brixton? I know they had it in Peckham.
They had one in Brixton. They had one in Mitcham. They had a couple. And QuickSave.
Yeah. QuickSave was.
But so basically, the reason I brought this up is Crept and Conan recently launched a new business, which is a halal wholesale supermarket, which is going to be in Croydon. But the reason why this is a bigger conversation is because of the backlash of people just doing very strange things regarding their business. The question I wanted to ask you is less about them two and the business in which I hate having the list. The businesses in which they've launched over the last few years with Nala's Baby, with Crept and Cones, and with this one, and more the question of, do black people have to do better regarding other black businesses?
What, support? As in support?
For me, it's not about support, because when someone in your local community, black or otherwise, or someone of affluence opens a business, the actions in which people go to defame and destroy
it's scary.
Black
It's a
businesses
bit
in
much.
comparison to businesses created by other people, it's not the same energy.
So, so two things, right? So, right, the main thing is they've come online and they're saying the people that have discredited the business, they're saying it's not owned by black people, but it's been positioned as a business that is owned by black people. But
If it's
Crept and Conan didn't ever say it's a black business. I don't think they ever said that. I think it was the blog pages that posted it and proposed it as a
They said they have ownership of. They have part of ownership within the business.
Exactly right.
Which is lazy journalism.
But
Yeah, of course it is.
This is what people don't
pages.
understand, right? I think black people. I don't know. Only we do this. Yeah. If they're planning for this to be a franchise, yeah, that means there could be like 30 stores one day, and they own 1.4%, 2% each, which is a lot.
It's like
Because if you owe 2% of Sainsbury's,
LeBron James, 1% of Liverpool.
If you owe 2% of Sainsbury's, you're laughing.
Yeah.
Right. So I think I get what Crept and Conan what they're trying to say. They're thinking of it more as a long-term business that's going to go beyond. That's going to go beyond just the one store. There's going to be multiple supermarkets. I get that, right? However, I do understand what people are saying when they do say, okay, cool. If it was positioned as a black business, that is wrong. But I don't think they did that.
They didn't take it that way.
Yeah.
They didn't take it that way. Everyone else did.
But that's the thing, exactly. But I don't think they did that. So if they did that somewhere, and they're being, there's the backlash for that, then I can understand.
But I don't understand why there's backlash.
But
they said it's a business for the community. Last time I checked, Croydon community is Albanians, it's Polish people, it's Asians, it's black people, it's any other diaspora or people from multitude of backgrounds.
Minorities,
that live within that live in that area. So I don't know why people are assuming that for the community naturally assumes the black community.
I saw something, right? I saw Crept responded.
Yeah, and he did something on
not on the Winners podcast, but this was like a tweet he sent out, and he was basically just saying it's sad that you lot hate on us, blah 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 blah, and then like a black woman's retweeted it, and she said, "See, this is why people don't even like shopping at you guys, black businesses.
Aww.
The owners think they can just." The owners need to get PR teams. They think they could just talk down on people. Blah, blah. I'm like,
that's your insecurity speaking around.
Yeah, they're humans, right? He's not tweeting this from the Safeways business page. He's tweeting this from his personal page because you've attacked him personally. So he's allowed to respond. You can't tell him he can't respond because he's a black business owner. They've got to get a PR team. Shut up with this PR team nonsense. Like, where do people get this? What PR team is going to tell Crept, don't respond to this person or respond a certain type of way? Bro, he's from the road. Shut up.
Also,
I'm responding how I want to respond.
You know why I don't blame him for doing this, yeah? And I have an unfair bias to this because, like, they're from ends, I know them, and the rest of that stuff. But I think even one of my boys done a tweet about this the other day, and he spoke about when they had the Crept and Conan's thing. Crept and Conan's people had an issue.
They laughed.
When he did a video about dads, but all the kids in here are mixed race, like people had an issue. Like there's only so much you can do. Where like
win in our community.
I said at the time,
no, you can't.
My one of the mantras I've always lived by, is you can please an island, you can't please the world. Right, yeah. It just happens that the island in which you want to reside on is an island of black people. And I don't mean it in a way which is like against every other race or any other background, but every other community in the world tends to stay within their own and build businesses, whether it's Asian people, whether it's South Asians, East Asians, regardless of whatever background or diaspora in which people grew up in. My issue with this is I've never looked at someone ever in life, whether they're my friends, whether they're people I've seen, and been like, why them and not me? I've never done that. Whether it's music, whether it's dance, whether it's business, I don't care. My main thing will always be if that's the mode in which you want to move by and which you've created. I want to be happy for your success, because when you're making a skincare business for children. When I have children, my child could end up suffering from a similar thing, and that product can help me and help other people's kids. And that product isn't just catered to black kids; it's catered to all kids who have skin issues. You know what I'm trying to say?
Yeah.
The myopic breakdowns of how people do these things. I'm like, bro, what's wrong with you people?
You can't win. You just can't. It doesn't matter
It's
what
sad
you do.
though.
I rate him for doing
It's
that.
very
Me
sad.
personally, I have this thing. I treat going back and forth with someone on the internet or a shade bar or comment like being in a fight where it's 1 versus 10. You might be able to punch up 2 people, but 8 people are still gonna rock your boat.
You can't. It's like
Agreed.
no matter what you say, there's gonna be a defense.
Yeah.
But it's, as you said, it's not a defense from one person. It's a defense from multiple people.
And most people don't understand business.
And exactly. And another thing is, right, with these defenses, there's so many angles. So once you defeat one angle, then another angle
Someone
comes
come up
in
with something else.
and it's like it just keeps on coming. So it's like
That's why I wouldn't bother saying anything.
you can't. Yeah, you can't say anything because even with my guy that deals with WTTC, people told him the page is owned by white people. Then it's owned by Caribbeans and Congolese people,
or people non-American.
And it's like you can't win. You can't win.
You know the thing that with that page in general, you know what annoys me the most?
Yeah.
That page posts a lot of like affluent R&B things, and there's a few R&B pages I follow where they just, if you're an R&B lover, you like it. There's another guy that shows like comparing UK R&B to American R&B, and I'd say UK R&B is actually quarter to American R&B, just for context.
No, R&B is in Europe now.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
Right, yeah. And then, for example, when I see the page in which we're talking about, and for example, I've mentioned this before, Sasha Keeble. Sasha Keeble's been around for ages, but now she's getting the flow in which she deserves, yeah, for her music, her colour show is amazing, the rest of the stuff. I'm seeing people, they come in there and they take off. I hate how dumb, because if you start breaking down normal arguments, because it'll be like, okay, cool, it's European blacks and African black people think they're better than us, but imagine an American black person is saying someone like Tyler, who's South African, who has clearly said, I am Asian and black, right, yeah, I'm from a mixed heritage background, right, yeah, that obviously the term coloured is not problematic in South Africa or whatever.
Yeah.
And Americans, how dare they? We are not the same.
We're not the
Our upbringings
the
are
in-house
not the same,
fighting
bro.
is a joke.
Ridiculous.
You're beefing with your shadow.
Ridiculous. And you know what it is as well, because they do this thing where they call Caribbeans and non-Africans, Caribbeans and Africans of black Americans.
I've seen some women.
Tethers. So they've got an insult for us called tethers.
Why are we as in like the movie Us?
Yeah.
Why are we called tethers?
They say we ran away from our country.
We were but Jamaicans were enslaved as well.
But that's what right. So it doesn't make. But then they say Jamaicans run away from their country to America to basically benefit off foundational black Americans and what they built.
Let me be clear with you, yeah? Because I remember Vibe said this as well, yeah? Before we even move on. If we look at black people across the board, yeah, and I'm talking about this is not to negate West Africans who are affluent and rich, because even that DJ, the girl with the pink hair, her dad is one of the richest men in Nigeria.
I know
DJ Cuppy.
Right, yeah. If you look at black people across the world, and I'm talking about South American black people, I'm talking about North American black people, I'm talking about African black people from North Africa to South Africa to black Caribbeans to black people who reside in Europe.
Mm-hmm.
Black Americans are more well off than the majority.
Yeah.
Are more well off than thing. So yeah, we can use that as an argument, but we look at it as in, okay, cool. There's where you are. There's the biggest opportunity that resides in that country. It doesn't make you better than us. It just means the biggest opportunity. But your country also has the most foul breakdown for how you lot are treated. The thing is, you can't be like, we got so much opportunity here, but you can go out and die immediately, regardless of who you are.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
You're bantering our London soft, to walk around firearms. I've seen, listen, what do you want in life? Do you want to be safe, or do you want to argue what is beneficial for you as a person?
The argument is so stupid.
I saw a story the other day, it was posted on WTTC as well, but basically what's happened is this guy's moved into an affluent neighbourhood, and he's built a house from the ground up. But he's a black guy. He's come out of jail, was in the system years ago, but he cleaned up his life, doing the right thing. So imagine he's on his road and he's like driving to his front door. He's driving to like the front of his house, but he's driving slowly because he's just looking at the lights he's put up and just
Admiring
it from
himself,
admiring it from a. And then he sees a white woman with a kid and with two of her children, and the white woman is kind of like walking towards the house, and he was like, "Oh, hi, do you need any help?" And she was like, "No." But then she was scared, so she's gone to his house, not knowing it's his house, and she's pressed the bell on the house, right? And then the guy's like, "Excuse me, madam, like, do you need any help?" And she's like, "No, I don't need any help. Is this your house?" And he was like, "Yeah, it's my house." And she was like, "I don't think so. I don't think you live here." Right? So she's then got her kids, ran off, and was screaming, "Help! Help! Help! Help!" Right?
He's recorded it.
He recorded it. It's on the Ring camera. So it's all on the Ring camera.
Oh, good.
And she's screaming, "Help! Help! Help!" Now, the police has come, and they've come with her husband, and they've gone back to the house. Now, the black guy, he's scared. He's just gone in the house, and he's hiding in the house. And he sent his wife out to deal with the police. And then the woman was like, "Yeah, so this scary guy was following us. And, like, I was so scared, I went and I knocked on your door because I wanted to get into your house for safety, blah, 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 blah." And the woman was like, "Do you know how the guy looked? Was he a black guy, if you don't mind me asking?" She was like, yeah, he was." She was like, "You know, it's my husband, right?"
What colour is the wife?
The wife was black. And she was
okay.
like, "You know, that was my husband. That is his house. You was knocking on his house. My door, our house, because you were scared of him, but it's his house. But because he's a black guy in that neighborhood, she thought..."
Of course.
That's so annoying, man.
So,
Wait,
like,
it's realistic.
it's gone viral.
That's what I'm saying.
Like,
When you look at, because we're going to move on, when you look at what's happened in America and the whole politics thing and Elon Musk doing the Nazi salute and all the other stuff, I said to me, bring back overt racism. I want to know who you are when I see you. I don't want to covert stuff. I know so many companies getting rid of D&I. Tell me who you are. Yeah. At least that way, I know.
I know the enemy.
Yeah. Don't do this. "Oh yeah, I've got black friends," and then start putting up National Front stuff. No, I know who you are.
Do you know the scary part about that story though? That woman was so terrified. If she had a gun, she would have shot the black guy.
Yeah.
She would have killed him. She would have just shot him. And then afterwards it would have been, "Oh, he was following me, he was chasing me."
But he wasn't following her because he stepped out of his house and she passed him.
You're passing him.
Does that make any sense?
It's crazy, but...
And even if the thing is, this is where it comes to exaggerating the story, because fair enough, she shouldn't have assumed anyway and said, "Oh, this man's looking at me weird." But even if you did think someone was looking at you weird and you said, "I think he's," then be wrong. But don't be wrong and exaggerate and say he was following you because he never did.
Following you, yeah. And then
where did that come from?
She put out an apology video. She's crying for like 18 minutes.
Oh, please.
Them crime videos make me sick. Next.
You put a camera to cry.
Right. How...
You put a camera to cry. I think it's a sickness.
How ill-minded do you have to be to do that?
When Tyrese did that as well, I was like, "Tyrese, I love you, bro, but come on, man. I don't want to see a man..."
Oh, the Shayla one.
I know too many people that have done that. Yeah, like, you've actually recorded yourself crying and then you've watched it back.
People are crying.
Watched it back.
And you posted it.
For whatever reason, and got the camera out and be like, "I just think I wanted to post this."
Those people, to me, have a much more low level, have a much more chaotic mental health than people who actually suffer from mental health. Of course.
Yeah.
I see a girl do it and then she's put the filters on as she's crying.
It's dark.
It's like fish flying over her face.
It's dark.
You've got time to do that.
It's so like insane.
The only way I could ever accept a crime video is if, let's say, you're doing a video and you might cry during doing a video on, not on cue, but like, I don't know, you could be talking about something sentimental, you could be raising awareness of something, and you might get touched about it and touched on it. It might touch you.
There's a lot of touching.
It might... I know it might just get to you and you might start crying. Fair. But don't put the camera on because you're crying. I've said this so many times. Allow it.
Or if you're live, if you're on live and you cry, okay, that's different.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Say that again, because I just think of Boosie.
Boosie. Which one's Boosie?
Put your pussy on that. Oh,
yeah, the crime thing is sick. People are sick.
But yeah, Mark, we were talking in pre-prep quickly, about funerals and land plots.
Yeah, because I don't know that much about it because we're
lucky.
Yeah,
I've not had to deal with it like
I've been to
from a money side of it. But I didn't realise, obviously, when you pay for the funeral and you pay for the lot or whatever, the piece of land, that literally...
It's on lease, basically.
Yeah, it's on lease.
Yeah.
And if you don't pay for that, then...
So, the understanding of this is, for when my mum passed, you pay for the plot of land, and when you own the land, you can buy a headstone. Ultimately, you can't put a headstone down for the first year because the ground has to settle. You own that land for...
That's why I hate in the movies when you see someone's passed and it's got a headstone already. It's like, that's not how it works, guys.
Yeah, facts. No, I think in America, I think it's different because
I think in America it's different.
Maybe no, but even English, like other stuff, TV is dumb.
In America,
even like after 2 years, I think, we've let the ground settle.
A year, it's a year max.
Yeah, it's a year max, but even
no,
it's not.
It's picking up now.
Oh, even just after, I think it's a anxiety thing. I'm so sorry. Sorry, go on, Mark, carry on.
No, that was it.
No, I was saying, so what happens is you pay for the plot of land. So when my mum's buried, there's like 2 plots per year. So, for example, if my granddad, God forbid, or my grandma pass, they want to be buried in that plot.
Yeah.
But it depends. I'm not playing family politics games, you know what I mean? So it depends. So they'll get put in the same plot of land. Sometimes with that whole headstone thing, for example, if you've got... The way they do it sometimes in England, because there's a guy's mum, I think she was buried at the same time my mum was. So it's like my mum's there and then the guy's across. So where they've got like a walkway, he's got a massive headstone and some of it stretches across the walkway. Like travellers tend to have like tombs. So, it's just their space.
Yeah.
But they pay more for it as well.
Well, they'll have a vault.
Ultimately, is the camera shaking?
No. It's just occasionally.
Is it me?
It's your foot near it.
No.
She's doing this, so I think that's what it is.
Do you know what? I'm not doing it right now. Do you know what? Sometimes when I do things, my foot does this.
Yeah, that's what's probably...
But I haven't done it right now. But I'm not touching the floor either. Shit, I'm so sorry. Guys, if there's any sound issues, it's me. My nervous twitch. Jesus Lord.
Are you nervous?
I'm not. I'm doing it. It's very subconscious,
Why are you nervous?
I'm not.
Let's go.
It might even be the subject, I don't know. I'm not nervous.
So you pay for the plot of land, you have the 2 sections, or you have one within what it is. And I think you own the land for a particular period of time. So, for example, if you own a house and you have the lease, you can own a house for up to 100 years. And then after that, it goes back to council, it goes back to whatever the thing. So it's the same thing that exists, but it's
just with
that.
But question, so if you don't mind me asking, I'm not going to ask you the actual amount. You have to pay it, but would you say it's an amount that's affordable for the majority of people?
No, I don't think it's affordable for them. I think if you have a will, then it's fine. But the fact there's a business on death is one of the most darkest things.
I've always thought it was dark.
It's horrible.
Because ultimately, like, even when I drive into where my mom's buried, for example, I pass my mom's buried probably 6 times a week, depending on if I'm going training or whatever, and then thing. So, like, from where I used to live before, when I lived in Stratton before I moved, the cemetery was literally in car a 5-minute drive. But where I've moved now, it's not far, but it's just a more intricate way to get there. When you first go in, because obviously what they do with cemeteries, they build from the front and then work their way backwards.
All the way,
So at the beginning, you can see people who've been buried from like 1914, 1920, and some of it where the ground's gone, things are kind of laid in. Naturally, they'll probably start again and bury over those people. I don't know.
They do.
Right, yeah.
I think even that is like a bit weird.
They do, which is sad. Even though there's not active like people under there, it's just the whole morbidness of it. I don't know if that's a word, but the whole morbid side of it. It's just...
So I'm funny about walking on people's graves.
Yeah,
even if you're walking through, or it's like a funeral, I don't like being near someone's grave. Like, I've been to a funeral already this year, and it's only...
I hate it.
The 21st of January.
I remember my boy used to live on the other side of the graveyard. It's like, one of them small ones.
Yeah.
And you had to walk through it to get to his house.
Nah.
That's giving thriller. And in the dark, you can't see if you're stepping on grave. And do you know what's
mad? And it was
mad?
in the dark for the first time I walked. I said, what?
It's mad because...
A lot of people that walk through cemeteries at night. It's very peaceful.
Of course
Some
it is.
people do say it's peaceful because it's quiet, nothing's really there, but it's the scary element of it as well. But I wouldn't.
Plus, for most people, there's free alcohol on people's graves.
Yeah, that's rude.
That's where the nitties will go though to get their joints.
Well,
that's rude though.
You're in this joint,
but then but it depends on the cemetery because like there's
a
cemetery near my house, which is massive, but obviously it's gated off and like it's high gates in it. So you've got the one in my house, you've got the massive 1 and 2 in, you've got one in Mitcham, you've got I think there's a couple in the area. So it does depend, but all of them are kind of guarded and protected well from people being able to just.
My mum's one's in Canning Town, and that's where all our family is actually, but that's gated off, and that's massive. But the area I come on,
actually, there's 2 in Mitcham,
and that one is again that one is like old, and like you, I used to pass it like all the time when I used to go school wherever, and when we go to where like my mum's buried, like my uncle and my grandma are behind, and then my mum's in front, and then she's now got the plot is like for free. But the one behind my uncle's casket was massive. He didn't have a coffin, he had a fucking casket, and it took up too much space. So there was 2, and then my mum's got the one in front, and next to it you've got one that's literally so lean up. Like that part of the aisle, because they kind of meant to do it. That part of the aisle, you can't even really walk past it because you don't know if you're stepping over, if you're stepping on it. So my mum's is here, and she hasn't got her headstone yet, so you can clearly see where her area is, and that's literally like that. And it's like half of them are all turnover. It's really horrible because I remember as well. Before she passed, when we was burying my uncle, I remember the area being so big. There was hardly any graves by the time we buried my mum.
Yes, I mean, I want to go down.
There's so many. And we're like, where the fuck are we going to bury her?
My mum was the limit, and then now there's like more there kind of thing.
I don't remember. I didn't know that there was space as well. Because they put her right in front. And I'm like, have they buried her on top of people? Like, it's scary.
With what you say about the alcohol thing, I've noticed what people started to do as well is they open it, and then they pour it into the grave. So like like them cakes where they put the so they do
upside down.
Yeah, upside down.
Okay,
they do it like that. I've noticed people started doing that rather than just.
So where my mum was, I think one of my mum's friends.
Sometimes they leave the empty bottle.
A bottle of rum near, I think, by there. But like rain and everything.
Yeah.
You wouldn't be able to tell. Plus, my mum's buried like right towards the back of the cemetery. So unless someone's walking in and they're trying to just do grave grabs, you're not really going to see it kind of thing.
Yeah.
Plus, like before, where it was like grass, my granny's kind of done something where she's done like some wooden thing across the grave where there's like stones in it, so there's like little ornaments and shit there. So it's like it looks a little bit. It's still well looked after. I go there a few times in the year just to wipe things down and make sure. So I think it's more so. If you've paid for a plot line, it's like your house. You wouldn't just keep your house dirty, innit?
Yeah,
so
you look after it.
Yeah, we're trying to make sure it is to a standard for what needs to exist.
People teeth are like everything off of there. So I think I can't remember why, but I went to the cemetery twice that week for whatever reason. I don't know if it's because I went and I had to bring something back. I don't know. The first time obviously I went, I put flowers down. Yeah, let me know why the flowers was on. When I went back, I was like, where the fuck are the flowers? They was on the next grave of someone else, but the grave hadn't been looked after anyway. I can't remember if there was a stone, but it had like old, like where someone had given flowers, like old flowers, and the fresh flowers I put in a couple of days before was on there. I said,
so we buy artificial flowers. No, you just buy plastic flowers.
Yeah, and obviously the fresh flowers, when by the time they die, if you're not there to refresh them, then they'll just die and they'll be in there until the next person visits or whatever. But that same week I come back and the flowers that had bloomed, because they was closed, the flowers that had then bloomed was then sitting on someone else's grave. I said, them cheeky fuckers, I took them right back.
I'm too Nigerian to even take it back. I've watched too many Nigerian films.
I know what you mean.
Don't touch me. Get off.
I've
seen that in Nigerian films.
I thought it was so annoying because the flowers were beautiful and they're lilies and she loves lilies. I was like, no, I'm putting them back.
I'll charge it to the game,
I didn't think about it like that,
I'll be too scared. I'll be too scared.
What if someone stole the flowers from your family member's grave?
I'll be pissed.
You wouldn't steal them
back. I'll be pissed, but I'll charge it to the game.
I get why you would say that.
I'll be
I
pissed.
didn't think of it like that.
Don't dance with darkness.
I'll
bro.
definitely be pissed, but I'll charge it to the game. Yeah.
That's the other guy. There's certain things like people be like, oh, well, you see if that was me and my friend doing that. Man, I'm just like, charge it.
Sometimes you just gotta charge it. Yeah,
I'm not gonna lose sleep over it. It's like, you know what?
Yeah.
Touche. You did your thing. Period on that. For most of the people in this room, we really love R&B music. I know Gabriel does. I know Mark does. I think Kay does.
I knew it was coming. That's what I thought. Let me start dancing.
I think. Right, yeah. But me and Mark were speaking about R&B music in the 90s, and you were saying about what?
No, because you always see people put a quest. I want that R&B 90s R&B love. Like,
I hate them. I don't get it.
You realise that it was the same kind of shit that's going on today.
It's
like,
very different.
There were creep anthems. There were download anthems. There were
down low or down low.
Down low. Oh. Down low anthems. There were cheaters. Like,
no, they want that R&B
toxic.
They want that R&B music video type love. How it appears.
In the rain.
No, people crooning.
They want what it looks to be like.
They want songs that were
appears to be like.
Songs that like rain down on me, where they allude to something, but you have to break down what it means.
They want the man dancing in the rain. They want the guys saying please every 5 minutes.
I thought they don't want a man to dance.
But this is what I'm saying. Women don't know what they want. I told you.
Different era.
Some of them don't know what they want. But yeah, the R&B type love.
That's the freak level. Even like I watched like a late 90s video, like a hip hop video, R&B music, and the way, even early 2000s, the way women look then to now, so different, bro. Like even they said like, it's a song Tip Drill. If you saw Tip Drill now, it looks normal based on like what you see in Instagram and everything else. Like, you're just like, oh, is this what we're doing? You're like, yeah.
Well, they say they want that type. What? What? Love it. Oh, gosh, I don't know. I don't know what I was saying.
Are you drunk?
I don't know. Whatever I just said in the last 30 seconds wasn't even a sentence.
Can the only person I get drunk off McDonald's? You're right.
Oh gosh, pass.
Are you on charge of that?
Pass. Pass. Oh,
no, but I think I think it's more like nostalgic purposes of an era of time. So when people be like, oh yeah, that 90s love, or that era when 50 Cent came out, yeah, we need that. Then it'll be like, oh,
freaking Nelly and Kelly dancing in the street.
What era was it? Hip hop 2016. I think 2016 was like the best year for hip hop. Like that stuff, yeah. Away from like in the 2000 era, because it had like. Fetty Wap, like everyone came out and put out a sick album that year, or it was like a very good run for hip hop or just like music, and then now it's just like it's been an epic decline because people got lazy.
Do you know what it reminds me of here? You know when people say, "I want a traditional man,"
but you don't.
I'll say, "How traditional?" Because them niggas is whooping.
How traditional do you want?
They was beating their eye. Why?
Not every tradition.
Where you think the term white beater came from? Them man, they were putting in work. You think
putting in work?
You think you could run them out?
Putting in work is crazy. The thing,
you think you can run them out to a traditional man?
I know what you're saying. Yeah, they would say that, but then they wouldn't want.
No,
I think you have to.
Henry the Eighth was cutting off heads.
I think people need to clarify and say they want.
So how traditional? Yeah, like where we? Yeah,
time out.
Because they don't want a full traditional.
Because your grandma didn't have your mouth.
Stop it! Shut up! Shut up!
Well, yeah.
Your grandma.
Time out. The term traditional and to a tradition in itself is subjective to the culture or the person of which you're dating. Because a traditional Nigerian man is not the same tradition as Henry VIII.
But a traditional Nigerian man would not allow you to have the cheek you have.
A
traditional Nigerian man would not allow you to leave your house with your cheeks hanging off the bottom of your shorts. The traditional Nigerian man will not allow you to have your cleavage popping everywhere. The traditional Nigerian man would not allow you to thirst trap online. So how traditional do you want this man to be? If you want a traditional man, right, then you have to be a traditional woman, which means behave like your grandma. Otherwise, you might be playing a dangerous game. You might get, do you know what I'm saying?
Like your grandma.
And I'm just saying, because it's what happens though.
You know the reason
why? Let's be real.
The thing is, I understand the traditional argument in certain factors, but then I would say, I don't think like Caribbean men are traditional men in themselves. because Caribbean men are taught to cook and clean.
You say,
and still-
aunt.
Aunt.
Yeah.
Right, yeah. They're still taught to do functional things for the sake of survival.
Mm-hmm.
Right,
Of course, yeah.
Like, don't get twisted, if you're, man hunt, man eat food, all that other stupidness, yeah? We're still taught to look after ourselves in the same capacity. Right, yeah. And in a lot of Caribbean households, men cook as much as they work. You know what I'm trying to say?
Yeah.
So it depends. I think that's what I said, that traditional thing is subjective towards the culture. I can't come and say what it's like to be a Nigerian man because I'm not Nigerian. And my ancestry has been African for more than 400 plus years. So I don't know what it is. Right, yeah? I know what it's like to be a Caribbean man because I can't say Jamaican man because I'm not fully Jamaican. You know what I'm trying to say? I know what it's like to be a Caribbean man. And the ethos of what it is you make your life, you do the right things to make life easier for your mum and your family, and then you do well to build relationships for your wife and just doing the right thing, God-fearing, fa-la-la-la, and the rest of that stuff. For me, ultimately, I don't get involved in them conversations. Yeah, why? Because it's subjective towards the person. If that's what's traditional to you, great.
Well done.
Look after yourself. Oh yeah, you've got to give me money, and I'm just gonna. That's great. You're not in my remit. It is what it is.
I don't understand.
Yeah, the traditional stuff is it's funny to me, but yeah, going back to the R&B topic, like they had the original creeps back then. The songs back then,
Creep is dark.
the songs back then, they were the original. Do you know what I'm saying? Like there were songs about cheating.
Yeah.
There was songs songs
pieces.
about being a hoe.
About cheating and
There were
cheating
songs
being
about
okay.
having exactly right. So
Not
it's
even
like,
just cheating.
when
It
people
being
say,
okay.
I want that old school R&B love. I'm like,
Do you
I don't
really?
know if you want that though. I don't know
That's
if you
why these
want
people
that.
need to specify. Because
Yeah.
what do you?
Because R.
what do
Kelly
you
was in
mean?
charge of that kind of love.
Oh, I knew
And
that
I'll
was
tell you-
coming.
and I'll tell you where that love came with.
I knew that was coming.
A lot of
showers.
A lot of
Mark.
a lot of dungeons, bodily fluids. No, I know what that came with. Just be careful. What video is it? Ron Isley or whatever, he pulled out the samurai sword. I know what that came with. I know what love that was.
I'm not with that. And that same tune with Kelly Price.
And that's why I was like,
Friend of mine.
what the hell is going on? And he's like, and he picks out the samurai, and now Kenny's on the bed.
Hey, yo, that sounds mad. That sounds mad.
I got.
Like, do you know what I'm talking
I know
about?
what you're talking about.
Yeah.
Where you just said it.
Wait.
He backed out the samurai. So what are we
Okay, you
talking?
better finish your sentence.
Yeah,
So
basically.
my back out,
So what kind of love are we talking? Because that kind of love was, and another thing is, you see that kind of love. One thing I did realize,
Mate,
when
one
you
of my
listen to-
favourite R&B songs is by Mary J. Blige,
yeah,
I Can Love You
Can
Better
love
Than
you.
She Can.
I knew that you
That's
would say
a
that.
dark
I
nastiness.
love you.
What your girl don't know won't hurt her.
That's a bagger though.
What?
Smooth, undercover lover.
Secret affair.
I love being in the same bed as you and your girlfriend.
Drew Hill.
No, as long as she don't know, that really turns me on. That's You're My Little Secret by Escape.
Shot.
Yeah.
Keep
I'm
it
like-
on the down low.
I'm like, how can you say
Banger! Banger! What?
Fucking tune.
I'm
But
so in my head, I'm like, yeah.
Yeah, if your girl only knew.
nobody has to know.
Banger!
Keep
You know,
it
by the way,
on the
time out.
down.
I watched Romeo Must Die the other day, yeah?
That's on Netflix.
For the
isn't it?
first time in like 15, 16 years. Bro, she when I was young, I thought she was pretty. Bro,
Yeah.
God.
that girl's face card.
Flawless.
Face cards.
On
Jet Li's in the car
fleek.
trying to chirp her. I'm like, yeah, bro, share your remix. It's not for you, bro.
She owns that.
Even what you call it?
He's like, I won't.
I just can't. What's the other one?
Yeah.
When you're out in the club, don't think,
Think I'm not.
That's dark.
Even when you're out making love.
Even
when What? In some other spot, getting hot. Don't stop. Just don't think I'm not.
Do you know what people don't realise? I think people are more astute with lyrics now compared to in the 90s. When people hear
Bring back
vibes,
the 90s music.
yeah,
that's
when
what I
people
want.
hear vibes, you're
No,
singing
that's
songs
the
like
90s.
all the songs that used to be played. You're like, yeah. You're not even realizing what you're saying.
Mhm.
One of my favorite Outkast songs, yeah, is Hey Ya.
Yeah.
Yeah, Hey Ya is a depressing song, you know, but because it's behind such an upbeat.
You won't
Upbeat
know.
music video and everything else, it's hidden
It's
well.
very clever.
Yeah, it's nuts. It's nuts. When people say that, I'm like, yeah, just listen to. And we have this argument all the time because they say stuff like, a generation nowadays, music is just about sex. I'm like, oh,
It's always
no.
No, I think now it's more
It's
upfront.
more- yeah.
It's more upfront.
It's more hardcore. It's more hardcore.
Baby girl,
They're not.
say,
It's
"Oh,
not.
my
It's not
mind,
metaphorical
fill my
anymore.
fantasy.
It's like because
I think
alright,
about
cool.
you all the time.
Even
You
no,
in
but
my
even, no, but
dreams.
even when Beyonce did the I thought it
Baby
was,
girl, not a day goes by. Body pop.
I thought it was
Bye,
just,
bye.
this
I'm
is
not doing my body. You're mine.
this is the only Beyonce song I thought was a bit weird because I thought it was a bit off-brand
What?
because
Baby
I know
boy?
she was trying to be
Blow.
no, she was trying to
I
be
love that
sexy.
fucking song.
She was trying to be
Oh.
sexual and sexy.
I can't
Partition.
wait
No, where she was
to-
like something about ego, too big, too strong, too
Oh,
wide,
ego.
it won't fit. I'm like,
It's too big.
I'm like,
It's too-
Beyonce.
Wait,
that's not
Beyonce's
you.
nasty though. I think we've
I'm like,
been
that's
been
not
knowing
you,
this.
Beyonce.
Guys are like,
really.
I can't relate.
You say it's not?
No.
Have you not heard?
Stop.
Too.
That's
Have you not
dark.
taken
That's
in
crazy.
He drew you out.
Beyonce's lyrics?
That's
I
dark.
missed it.
That's a man to all those
Word. Man, oi,
You have to weigh him. You have
Lord
to.
Vader. No,
You have to weigh him. You have to weigh him.
That's
You have to weigh him.
That's not a way.
Oh my god!
He said for your manhood. That's no.
How you let another man to what another man's wood? Joy.
I wasn't talking about you.
That's he said gay will cut. Nah, you got to. But yeah, no,
You want
Beyonce.
him. He didn't say for me.
That's a wild. It's a wild offense.
Been
But we'll let it
been a
slide.
bit-
It's a wild
Aberdeen.
offense.
freaky
But
nasty.
no, but what I'm
But
saying
she
is
just does
Beyonce's
it
never
with-
been that. I don't think she's ever been that
Partition. Blow.
graphic.
Partition.
She
Blow.
has.
She has. I don't know if you
Go
take in
listen
her
to the
lyrics
song
quite
Blow.
often.
Go
Yeah.
listen to the song Blow.
You got to take it
Go
in,
listen to the
Gabs.
song Crazy.
See,
I would say
used
Nasty
to-
Girl, but Nasty Girl
I'm
went
used
too,
to- see,
too out there.
No. But remember, yeah. So remember back in the day,
think
right?
Blow's worse.
Destiny's Child made
Blow's
that
way
song.
worse.
Remember that song Destiny's Child made? That and I've only
What, no,
realized.
no,
no.
No, I only realized in America
Soldier.
it wasn't a big song. It was
That's Nasty.
yeah,
that's
Nasty
it.
Girl.
Nasty
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's what I
that
said.
song was about shaming women for that behavior.
Yeah, but remember
That
that
was
was
about
as well, Gabs.
They were called Destiny's Child, bro.
Yeah, no, but that was about shaming women for that
Wait, you're talking
behavior.
about Naughty Girl and
Nasty Girl.
Nasty Girl. Oh, Nasty
They're
Girl.
cussing women that dress like.
And guess what?
Yeah, but Gabs,
I guess
that's they were young.
It's lyrics.
No,
And guess
but-
what? And guess what women are looking for? I've heard women say, I'm trying to find the club where it says, ladies, leave your man at home. The pockets full of... You know what I'm talking about?
Pocket
Yeah.
full of dough.
Jumping.
Yeah.
That's kind of sexy reddish.
Oh,
It's
shut up.
11:30.
No, it is, it is.
No, it's not.
No, sexy red will say something like that. Like, I'm in the strip club, I'm looking for the niggas. I'm looking for the niggas.
Stop.
I'm spending all the money.
Every time
Oh,
you say
dang
this,
you.
My bad. But
How
that is no,
dare
it's similar.
you.
It is
Is
similar.
that what you do when you're in the clubs?
looking for the
I don't even club,
Don't think I'm not.
so you know.
He does his Biggie shuffle.
You know.
Baby,
Thank God I've been out. I think the last time I went to a club was
1942.
2000. I might have been. It should have been. It's 2020. No, 2014.
Is that before you brought? Yeah.
Shit.
What in the actual, like in the club?
Are you 22?
In the club when I was in uni. That's the last
22.
time I stopped going out clubbing in second year uni.
When you shop, when they
I
stop
don't even know
me,
last
start cracking the
time I've
background.
This is crazy. This is crazy. I didn't do none of these things.
Serving them fiends.
Do none of these things.
I don't know the last time I was in an actual club.
Your birthday.
Yeah, probably.
That was
Oh,
too
you
easy.
tried it. You tried it, and he caught you. He's a nasty
She used to work
cunt.
there. She
Sorry.
used to work in the club as well.
He's a nasty
I did,
fella.
actually.
He's a
But I mean, actually
nasty.
going out.
a
It was probably
nasty
around.
fella.
It was probably a couple of years
Now
ago.
I'll
so-
get
He
semantic.
didn't let you get it out. He had to stop it right there. That's great. But no, yeah, clubs are.
Ooh, that's dark.
Ooh.
Cool.
Nah, seriously, I don't think I enjoy clubbing like that, you know.
Yeah, I think clubbing's not. It's not.
And when I mean clubbing, I mean actually getting dressed to go out to a club.
I just don't like the
Actually, no,
process
it's
of
not all
queuing
my
up
party
for someone
last
to
year.
tell you no or yes. Who are you
They
talking
don't do
to?
that, man. I can't be
Not
mad
gonna
at
tell me
shit.
no.
Anytime I've ever done that, it's been for an event. Either if it's from
I know
my
people.
birthday
I know
or
man
actual
them that
event.
pay for tables and they've been told no
Yeah,
at the
gonna-
door.
One by red back, bro.
Gonna- It's all about a day party or just a brunch.
Well, even like, and I've
Chill.
realised when women get all dressed up to go to the club, more time it's a woman turning you away.
in the club.
It's
we
a
are
woman
fam.
it's a woman apparently that decides a lot of the time whether you come in or not.
What kind of clubs you going to?
That's what I
Mayfair.
heard. I heard once you get through the initial door, there's like a woman.
Not all clubs.
There's like a woman. I can't remember who was telling me because I don't do none of this, but it was like a woman would look you up and down and kind of
That's
decide.
enough for me, Dave.
It's anyone. It's anyone really. Anyone who's on the door, they'll look you up. Especially if you go like Mayfair or them sides, they're gonna do
Apparently they say
profile.
stuff. Apparently,
They're
they say
gonna
like,
profile
not today, love.
Not today, lads.
Not today, lads. Not today,
They could do it to
lads.
anyone.
Mate, I used to get, like, the way I used to get searched by some female security guards was aggressive, bro. When I was young, when I was like 19, it was a joke. I was like, bro, what? You're gonna cause no problem, are you, lad? No, I'm cool, man.
That's literally, you're gonna cause no problems, not me, are you?
Bro, do I look like a troublemaker? Get out of here, bro. You fucking racist.
Have a good
Yeah,
night, mate.
I'd see. Yeah, the last time I got turned away from a club, was because of a fight someone had.
Went on.
And then, this is crazy. It was a fight.
He's shooting.
It's crazy. But as a fight, people I knew had weeks ago. But I've gone out for a friend's birthday, and they said, "Oh, but you know those people, so you can't come in." And I remember that no, that rejection, that no, and then I had to turn back round and go to my house like a clown. I said, "Never again."
Did you hold the corner in your yard?
Huh?
I need to
What? Did you
hold
start
the
swinging?
No. But I said to myself though, never again am I going to put myself in a position where another human could deny my access.
There's one club that I went to years ago, and I've not gone back there again because of something my female best friend did.
Oh, so, I maybe you told this story before.
And I'm getting off the story. So
mad.
My female best friend had an issue with one girl, yeah, and I knew the girl, she was cool, but I thought it was none of my business. So I saw her, she said hi, but she was moving bookie in it.
Yeah.
But then my best friend was like, "No, she's a dickhead." But I was like, I don't really know what's going on here, and I'm out. Like, I've left my house. We're in central London.
I'm outside.
Right, yeah. It was like, what club was it? It might have been.
Was it not the one in Camden? Oh no.
It's near Bank. It's Leadenhall, whatever it is.
Oh, Leadenhall.
Right, yeah. But one of my boys was the bouncer on the door as well, innit? So
is it?
I didn't have to pay to get in anyway. So cool. Sorry, I was in there. I see my brother's ex-girlfriend there with her current partner at the time. Said cool, but we weren't on the best of terms. So I just did this.
Yeah.
But she was more pissed because me and her weren't on the best terms. But I'd met her boyfriend before, so we were talking by the bar, and her head was hot. Right, yeah. Then I see the girl that my brother had an issue with, and I'm like, "What's going on?" So she said her side of the story. I was like, just stay apart from each other, follow along the rest.
Yeah.
Right, yeah. I said to my brother, just stay away from the girl, innit? Like, it's unnecessary. Like, you don't need to do the pass out. Like, we're out. Don't do nothing. Right, yeah. Her head's hot. I'm like, don't do nothing. Cool. It looks like I've instigated a problem, because next thing you know, I've gone upstairs, come back. She disappeared. Them lot flogged the girl. Her and her two girls flogged the girl in the other side of the club, innit?
Oh,
and then my brethren took her phone. I said, "What are you doing, bro?" Right, yeah. In the end, she sent the girl back her phone, whatever. She dropped the phone. And I was like, "What are you doing?" So then I was vexed because it looks like I instigated the problem when, in fairness, I hadn't done anything. The point I'm trying to say here is, from that day, I have never gone back to that club, just in case my ID flags up as being part of something that didn't happen.
It didn't happen.
I ain't got time for that, bro. Miss me.
Yeah. Same thing that happened in Revolution just a few years ago.
Oh, Revs.
And mate, we was having the best time. When I was out of my skull shock, but I was having a great time, mate. The way I sobered up so quick, I don't think I've ever sobered up so quick in my life, and I was still drunk. But one of the guys, we walked past to the bathroom, and outside the bathroom was like a little benches where you could sit down. So I said, I'm just going to sit down here. Got a bit of air. So I need to get a bit of air because I'm actually really drunk. Gone to the toilet, come out, sat down, then pack up the hallway. Loads of guys try to chat to girls outside the bathroom as they do. One guy's trying to chat to.
No.
Can't
relate to that.
No, I'm usually not those type of guys, but them man that do that, hang outside the bathroom, wait for girl. Anyway, come out now. Me and Phil tried to chat to her, and in the most politest way, she's not rude. She was like, no. She was like, oh no, thank you. Like, no, thank you, I'm not interested or something. I don't even know if she said I'm not interested, but he was like, what? And then she's like, oh no, I just said no. Boxed her. Anyway,
commotion. You got banged in the face?
What?
Yeah, he backhanded her, and we was the one that got flogged outside the club. Because basically it was like he hit her, and then it was like Avengers Assemble out of nowhere. I don't know where all the girls came from, but I know where my cousin was flying off the handle. She's like, how dare you put your hands on a woman? And in all fairness, she got aggressive, so she took her shoe off. But there was reason. And then obviously I went over there and then we're all shouting, and obviously I know I'm probably louder than I usually am because I'm definitely drunk, but I've just seen what's happened. And the reaction, it's like it slowed down in my head. And then when I saw the commotion go on, it sobered up so quick. And then we got flogged outside and we got taken out the back door and was like, you have to leave. And Kels was one of the bouncers at the time. And it was mad because I'm pretty sure Phil's brother was DJing on that set and he was he DJ'd there or something like that. It was mad. And we got shifted outside the club and the guy was still in there. And we was like basically explaining what the commotion was because no one asked us what happened before we got moved out of the club. And when we explained, my friend who was a security guard, went in to find the guy. The guy had gone. But then they wouldn't let us back into the club, which was annoying. Because a guy put his hand on a woman and we said, check your CCTV.
That's crazy. And you can't even do nothing about things like that.
Yeah, no, you can't really, because they don't know what's going on. They're seeing commotion. They're trying to, obviously, it's about 8 of us girls, maybe more. They're trying to move us from the situation, but you know how women are. No one wants to listen. No one was reasoning as well.
That's why, for me, the best way to avoid disrespect is don't put yourself in a position to be disrespected, and that's why I just don't go clubs. So I'm not
gonna lie, I don't like the atmosphere.
Yeah, but you don't know what's gonna happen.
But
that's the main reason why I'm not gonna go. Because all I know is I can't govern drunk people that's around me that I don't know. So that's one thing.
Yeah,
secondly, true. I can't decide what mood security guards are on, and so I'll stay in my house. If I stay in my house, I can't get in trouble. I can't. It's not possible. It's not possible. So
I hear that.
Unless it's an intimate. If it's the other day, my boy David, my boy was getting married. And so he was proposing to his missus, but he rented out it was like a bar in central London somewhere. So I've helped organise. Everything's cool. So I get to the front and pull up now, and he's checking IDs and he's letting people in. And then he says to me, "Where's your ID?" And I'm like, to be honest, I don't have ID. But my boy, he's rented out the whole thing. Like, it's his wedding. The guy's like, "Get your ID on your phone." I'm like, to be honest, I don't even have my ID on my phone. I don't have. And he was just like, okay then, well, assuming that you don't have your ID on your phone, get to the back of the queue and find your ID. Now, he's let a few... Now, but what he's done is he's let a few people in without checking ID. But the way he's tried to talk to me is because there's girls there. There's women there. And it's like, I know you. I know your game.
Boom, back, revenue.
I know your game.
I know your game, mate.
I know your game very well. And so he's like, get to the back. And I'm like, to be honest, this is my boy's wedding. Like, this is my boy's wedding. I can see you're only talking like this because girls and people have pulled up. Well done, bro. Well done. Like,
did you say, do you know who I am?
No, I just said cheers, bro. I'm just not coming. I don't have to come in. Like, I call my boy, I said, David, yeah, I'm not coming in. David's come out, stuck on a security guard. He came in earlier to help organise, blah, 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 blah.
Oh, you helped organise and stuff?
Helped everything, did everything. But because girls turned up, his energy shifted. And it's like, you know what? I was just looking at the whole situation. I'm like, you know what's so funny about you trying to show off in front of girls? It just takes a few, them come outside for a sec. Then things change. There's a different football game. The formation's different now. I've got extra men now on the wings. We're going forward. There's 4 strikers.
Oh, I love it.
Then it changes. So I'm like, but it's like guys like you. It's like, okay, keep trying to show off.
What you want, Aguero or Adriano?
Keep trying.
We've got a lot. We've got Adriano. We've got Haaland.
We've got Adriano. We've got Haaland.
We've got it all. We've got Haaland. We've got Mane. We've got everything.
Ultra attacking, full press.
Yeah, no.
I love it.
And I never understand people like. It's like, what are you? You're not. Because I can make you look
like
less of a man right now if I wanted to, just out of boredom because you chose to be this. But yeah, man, that's why I don't like security guards, and I hate security guards. I hate bailiffs. I hate traffic wardens. I hate people that try and force their authority over people.
I don't have a problem with security guards.
Bailiffs are actually
security guards, man.
My name, but you see, like bouncers and security guards are two separate things.
No, but even when I walk in Sainsbury's,
No,
all of a sudden their shift starts, and now they're walking up and down.
Because they know about you, that's why.
When people do that, yeah, because I think the way how I look, if I'm not in work attire, I'm always in a tracksuit. The way how I look and the way how I sound are two separate things. So then, normally, and I'll make sure, like, in shops, I won't have my snood on so they don't look like I've got a ballet on or whatever. But if I'm going to approach you with manners, like, excuse me, can I have a moment of your time? Like, I approach you with manners. Approach me the wrong way, yeah? Bro, you get paid. And the other thing is, you don't want to disrespect a man's job. But if I was going to steal something and I wanted to run, what part of you is stopping me?
How you can't even, and not even that physically, you can't even, I don't even think they can physically detain someone.
They can only grab you if you leave the shop. They can't grab you before.
Yeah,
and then even then, once you're out of the store,
that's it.
They can't do anything because the shop's insured.
And my thing is like, I was at an M&S food store. You want to be following people around? Are you crazy? Well, what for crisps? Are you crazy? Are you
Percy Pigs, bro?
Yeah, if Nitties want to take Percy Pigs, well done to them. Like,
these times people
they can have it. Yeah, they can have it.
With bigger things.
Because why are we acting like it's not worth 1p? Like it's not like it costs money to. Like I'm not gonna all of a sudden and this the thing is a lot of African security guards do this, right? When I remember one time I said, "Uncle, you know what? You've probably got kids.
I love it. Uncle.
Like me. Why are you moving like this?" I said, "Look at the crackheads there. You don't follow them, but me, I come in with my boy, and like you're following up and down. Are you alright?"
I remember
that's crazy to me. Like,
I remember my brethren. Yeah, I think he must have been in. It might have been the Sainsbury's in Central. It was there or like Waterloo, and the security guard started following him around the house and tried to accuse him of stealing in it. So I haven't stolen anything. And when it comes to district, one thing we have in common, yeah, like for him, there's no grey area. Like I'd never argue with him because like once he's made his mind up, he's not changed his mind.
Yeah.
Even if it's not a big argument, it's just that person, isn't it?
Yeah.
Like I'm very stubborn when it comes to disrespect. There's no middle ground. Like I've made up my mind, I'm not changing it. So the guy tried to be like, "Oh, you stole something." It's like, "No, I didn't." Right? Yeah. And once his head goes, he's not a violent person, but once his head goes, he's so stoic.
Yeah.
In the way in how he addresses the situation. It's one of the ones where it can go two ways of, you might try to violate me now, I want to make sure your day's hell. Tried to draw him out. Obviously, found out he didn't steal nothing. The guy said sorry. He said, no, don't say sorry. Give me your ID. What's your name? Man emailed head office. Yeah. I've got my man robbed from that building.
Yeah, no,
that's unnecessary. Wait, I'm a normal guy. I'm working my ass off. I'm on my lunch break, and you're trying to violate me in front of everyone. Like you're making a scene.
Yeah, you're doing.
That's my thing. Don't make if me and you have a problem, and I'm like, Gabs didn't like the way you push that. You don't like the way I approach that. You know what? Never mind. Cool. Make a scene. I'll just punch you up behind closed doors. It's fine.
Yeah, no facts. No facts.
Don't make a scene. It's unnecessary. The big hoopla thing.
Yeah, just for nothing. Yeah, no facts.
Rap now. We're back later on this week anyway. Want to say anything before we leave?
Just want to say happy belated to both my brothers, Jaden and Mikkel, and my boy Troy, who's a big fan of the show. So that, and just one little quote that I wanted to say. If you spend your life in fear of what you might suffer, you will spend your life suffering from your fears, whether they come true or not.
That sounds like the equivalent of prepare. If you fail to prepare to fail.
Yeah.
It's been episode 218 of the DSP podcast. You can find us at DSP and all your favourite DSPs, my personal favourite YouTube. You can find Mark, O's, K's, mine, and Gabriel's information in the description below. You can find a TikTok link, Why It Still Survives. You can find
that's a Ponzi scheme, by the way, guys.
The Spotify link below, which has a playlist that KD updates. I have no idea what's in there music guys. So
I'll put stuff in there.
I think Mark does the most now.
Listen, I have my own playlist. I'm not putting that in there.
Cool.
I like what I like. You can find Mark's photography link.
He's got his music on there too, though.
No, check the last time I uploaded something on there.
No, but you've got your music on there.
Check the last time I put something on there.
I can't.
Okay, there you go.
That's long.
See, there's the shop
how
up
much
there.
music Mark's put on there?
Again, you're cutting me. Can I finish? God bless you. Right, yeah. You can find Mark's photography link and book link in the description below. I've been Reese. To my right's been
Drinks.
To his right's been the jarring pink one.
Yep.
Well, yeah, Jar Jar Binks. Behind the camera's been
Jar Jar Binks.
Well, yeah. I will be back next week. Remember, as always,
if it ain't snowing,
walk and live.
Oh, okay.
Shame.
Okay.
Shame.
I don't wanted to do it.
Talk and Bumble Clark dead.
Yeah.
All right then.
Oh God.